top5rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Today we got Papoose April. So shout out to my loyal subscriber Lucky. He asked that I do this. And y'all know, if y'all ask enough, if a project is requested enough, even if it's old, if y'all requested enough, I'll mess around and do it. Track number 1, King Kong featuring Jim Jones. It's Jones.
Hey Pat, what's up, nigga?
Couple.
Huh? Bring you to the future, nigga. You heard? Niggas see stars in the rape, I really see stars in space. Tell you about that later, nigga.
Visit Girl Ties if you want this bandana. Hello, cousin.
I made some dollars with the yay. Lord, let them fail. That's how them coward niggas pray. The gun ain't in the stash when I'm around them niggas' way. I keep it on my waist, cause I know how them niggas play. He only tough in New York, I could've got him in the A. My homies down bottom, they would've shot him with the K. He mad the little homie went to the island with his babe. Kept making threats when they seen him, he tried to get away.
Alright, so just off top, let me see, number 1, who did this beat? I know I gotta know, Stan the Man. So for me, this beat is not hitting like it should. So the mixing or the mastering, like this beat should be way more roaring. I'm like having to turn my volume all the way up to really feel this beat. So I'm not sure how it was recorded. The beat should be hitting a lot harder than this.
Older now, your hair kinda getting gray.
Where the bass? I don't feel no bass.
They dead broke, and that's just how them niggas stay. He think the world owns something, he trying to get some pay.
I like this rhyme scheme though.
Nothing them kind of niggas say. We all got the same 24 hours in a day.
Facts.
What you do with yours is what you do with yours. What I do with mine, never mind. All of your bars is local, I let the losses smoke you. Homie, I crush, break you, duct tape you, rob and rope you. I keep a tight circle that we evolve and grow through. You don't keep your circle tight enough, yours is oval. I'm a flawless mogul.
Okay. You don't keep your circle tight enough, yours is oval. You know, so, you know, just little shape references. But I would say an oval is arguably almost tighter than a circle. But, you know, it's not symmetrical like a circle, you know what I mean? Don't got that diameter, don't got that radius, you know what I mean?
Awesome vocals, they respect me in different countries, the God is global. You blind to the facts, and it's not my job to show you. Can't you see? Biggie Small song with Total. Came from a big family, we all will blow you. Got a whole bunch of thorough cousins, aunts and uncles. Caught my first felony when I was small, I told you they tried to throw the book at me. Barnes and Noble.
I'm King Kong in this empire.
Shout out to Barnes and Noble.
King Kong in this empire.
Borders.
I'm King Kong in this empire state. That's a burn bridges down and buy yes. Make no mistake, nigga. Make no mistake, nigga.
Jones been having some nice verses lately. Let's see what he about to do. What you talking about, Jones?
You need a hook, but what's a hook without bars? Send a kite to all the homies, feel like Tookie in the bars. Every judge, every cop that ever put.
Sending kites to all the homies feel like Tookie behind bars. Tookie Williams, you know, do your research, Black History.
In the bars, I told my bitches taking flights with them cookies in their bars. We get into the block so we can put it in them jars. Then whippin'. They get deeper in the game, but this shit can get explicit. Like I love how your bitch hold my dick when she kissin' nasty, right? But that's just a half of my wall path. There's sunny in your block, but it's rain in your forecast. Bring that beef to your step just like the DoorDash. To tell the truth, he was laughing.
Bring that beef to your step like the DoorDash? Okay. Bring it to your house.
I'm King Kong in this empire state. I'm King Kong in this empire state.
Okay, so despite how I feel about, you know, the beat mixing or the mastering on this song, that song was nice. I really like that song. I actually am going to save that so it can end up on my best of 2021 playlist at the end of the year, like I do every year. That was nice. Track number 2, Represent. Like this beat. Ooh, Large Professor. I'm like, damn, I like this beat. Large Professor, bro. It's Illmatic.
I'm representing with Large Pro, the poetic fugitive, ducking 5-0. Cornerstone legend, just bought a Lucy from Pawn Show. Narcotic cartel smuggler, slick as Pablo Escobar, the kingpin ghetto version of Narcos. Shooting like Boston when I'm letting the crowns go. The old Celtics, KG, Paul Pierce, and Rondo. Throw the weed out of the seeds so we can also.
Hey, this the new Celtics shoot too. Jason Tatum and all that, you know what I mean?
Take the leaves off of the trees and roll a fronto. I see you got diamonds in your grill, that shit is hard, Joe. Heat your grill up, no lighter fluid or charcoal. Precise as an archery shooter, aiming a crossbow. White Aston Martin, Valhalla, shut down the car show. Jab hook like McDonald's, I got combos. Get your jaw wired, money from Wells Fargo. Mirrors with televisions in them building.
Your jaw wired. You know, he's saying so much stuff, can't catch everything. But I'm gonna talk about it. Get your jaw wired, what'd he say? Money from Wells Fargo? So, you know, a wire, when you wire money from bank to bank, you sending money. So just, you know, slight wordplay here.
Valhalla, shut down the car show. Jab hook like McDonald's, I got combos. Get your jaw wired, money from Wells Fargo. Mirrors with televisions in them building the condo. Talking on FaceTime so they don't tap the combo.
So that's the thing? So they don't tap FaceTime combos? But they got your face if they were to tap it. So now it's like you can't say that was a Jew. Yeah, they know better than me. I'm not a criminal, bro.
I feel a sense of urgency. Told the tech to the next infirmary. Shoot up your white hospital gown. Now you dressed in burgundy. So many German Lugers, you think I was repping Germany.
Woo!
Certainly was a waste to invest in surgery.
So many German Lugers, you think I was repping Germany? You know.
Disturbing me when I wet him.
That's TikTok. And it's funny because a lot of guns, a lot of firearms come from Germany. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a little stick talk. If you know, you know talk.
She gon' rest eternally. It's just a nerve of me when that machete shred him perfectly. Head to the neck emergency. Sending them threats are hurting me. Won't murder me. Your flesh is burning. BS is third degree. Blasting the weapon after the second. The next is first degree. Try to check my temperature. You should expect the worst from me. So hot I cracked the thermometer glass. Eject the mercury. Constitutional right to carry. I bet you heard of me. Using stop and frisk. I don't want the detective searching me. Put tracking devices on your car. The feds be lurking. G. Pump my own gas. I won't let the attendant service me.
Okay. Okay, so I'm saving that one too. Large Pro. Still in the game, man. Why isn't rappers doing collab projects with Large Pro? I would like to see Large Pro do a whole collab project, you know, with any rapper. He don't got to be from New York. He's still making beats that sound that good. And shout out to Small Pro. He did a project with Sean Price not too long ago. Track number 3, The Internet Is Gone. Okay, so this song is mixed better than the other one. So I wasn't tripping. The King Kong song, although it's real dope, you know, the mixing and mastering, it sounds a little low, it's a little lower than the rest. But this one doesn't have that issue. You can feel it. You can feel the atmosphere. Check this production credit. Static Selector.
I need you to put your thinking caps on.
Where's this beat tag though?
Travel with me upon this journey.
Static Selector.
I promise you won't be disappointed. When you in a room full of people, you won't feel so alone. Cause everybody's head won't be buried in their phones. Record stores can reopen, or stream dub it. When you buy an album, you can actually touch it. Go to the...
You know, the closest record store near me just closed, man. Rhino Records, Matt Platter. Bro, I miss just being able to go to the record store and just look at records. Sometimes I wouldn't buy some. A lot of times I'll end up going just to look, just because I'm bored. Get a little smoothie and just go search the record store. Just go look around. But, you know, they closed it and I was like one of the last ones, so.
Movie theater, enjoy the best flicks instead of depreciation on Netflix. No, I ain't stuck in the past. Put on your seatbelt. Imagine if the internet crashed. You would have to go back to being yourself instead of trying to be somebody else. Instead of just talking, rappers will put their thoughts into bars. No more GoFundMe. Go find a job. Pop Smoke will probably still be with us.
Hey, I'm not hating on nobody doing a GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can find a way to get money on the internet to where you don't gotta work and you can get your time back, I support you. Whether that's GoFundMe, whether that's OnlyFans, whether that's YouTube. It is what it is, man.
Cause they wouldn't have seen his location on social media. Even if it's just...
Let me see that. Hear that last bar.
Pop Smoke will probably still be with us. Cause they wouldn't have seen his location on social media. Even Even if it's just for a day, how would the world be if they took the internet away? Everything is in the cloud, iCloud, SoundCloud. Used to take a walk, now we just internet browse. Don't even know our way around, we use GPS. Don't even talk, we send a text. Everything is in the cloud, iCloud, SoundCloud. Used to take a walk, now we just internet browse. Even if it's just for a day, how would the world be if they took the internet away? If you got a problem with somebody, you call them like a man, instead of throwing subliminals at them on the gram. Some people will no longer be celebrities, no more Facebook beef, less enemies. Worry about yourself instead of hating. No more selfies, more self-preservation typewriters, grammar, true intellect. You gotta know how to spell, no autocorrect, no crying into your camera when times get hard. People actually say their prayers and talk to God. No more Uber Eats, home cooked food. No more fake journalists, no more fake news. If you wanna play Xbox, PlayStation, you gotta pull up. No more online gaming, no hacking your bank account, no online banking, no online schooling, real education. Everything is in the cloud, iCloud, SoundCloud.
Okay, and that's for real. A quick little story before I get to track number 4, which is a DMX tribute. I remember during college, and I didn't go to college during the COVID era. I feel really sorry for these kids. Like, if we would have had to go home, get sent home during college, bro, I would have been so mad. But I remember during college, one time the Wi-Fi went out. It's not like, and I always say this, I'll get to that point later, but the Wi-Fi went out, and then I was standing at the dorms. So even though you have all these kids and all your peers around you, like, this is like the 2010s when I was in college, so we were pretty heavy on the internet, you know what I'm saying? So when the Wi-Fi went out for everyone, I remember walking outside like, wow, like seeing everybody, like, wow, like people talking, people walking around meeting each other. I'm like, wow, this must have been like what college was in the 90s. Like the internet went out and you just slowly saw everyone kind of just creep out of their, dorms and congregating, and you realize there's a lot of people here. It's like, dang, like that's a fact. And I always say to my other point, what if there's a power outage? Like, what if there's an electrical outage, like, or the electrical grid goes down? And I do a lot of prepping. Like, again, well, on this channel you only get hip hop, but I'm into a lot of other things. So I'll be watching the prepper channels on YouTube. Shout out to Sensible Prepper. I'll be watching your channel a lot. Be thinking, what if the electrical grid goes down? And Papoose said that in his song, like, the GPS, like, we don't even know how to get around anymore. I'll be trying to get around my area. I can get around my area to LA, up to Barstow. I can, get around without GPS, but I make it a point to. When I'm going certain places, I make it a point to not use the GPS, or I'll make it a point to try to find my way. This is based on the freeway signs, and then once I get if I get real lost, then I'll turn Waze on and I'll turn the GPS on and try to find my way. But that's for real. Like, and even with money going electrical, going digital with cryptocurrency, another one of my big interests that I really don't talk much about on this channel, but I have a couple of videos on cryptocurrency. Go watch those if you want to. All money and transfer of money is going to be all electrical. So even then, if the grid goes down and the electricity goes down and Wi-Fi goes down and like the internet is gone, like Papoose said, how are we going to access our money? Because they're phasing out paper money. And even if you have a card, you have to be able to swipe that card into a machine which runs on electricity. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff, man. Track number 4, DMX Tribute. RIP DMX. What these bitches want from that nigga.
Yo. Rest in peace, DMX. Dark man, he the best. Rough Riders crew stuck together like BMF. Since I had a pedal bike riding on my BMX. Block Tucker, been a blockbuster since VHS. Not them other weird rappers, they be on their PMS. Always stay loyal, ride or die with your BFF. Working ass man,
acronyms.
Dressed like a cheap whore, wearing that spaghetti strap. What a fucking meatball. The black man should be feminized answer that, fam. Don't try to ghost me. I used to play Pac-Man. Black Lives Matter found a border house. Yeah, I heard it.
Colors.
Why is everybody mad? Well, she don't deserve it. A black woman can't buy a house. What's the chitter chatter? She should buy another one. Black lives still matter. The industry.
So let me speak on that. If you gon', I'm not even gonna speak on that. I ain't gonna speak on that. I'll just say this. I just say this. I disagree respectfully. But you know, that's the thing today. People feel like, oh, if someone disagrees with me, now I gotta attack you. I gotta insult you. I disagree with you, Papoose, right there. I disagree, but that's okay. I still fucks with your album. It's that easy.
What I speak is all facts. They won't help black raw, but they like the raw blacks. Black.
Okay. I don't see how that was a DMX tribute, other than the first couple bars. Track number 5, top 3, featuring Shoota.
Yeah. King of hip hop. Leaving the cops. Believe it or not, if you don't say I'm top 3, I'll put 3 in your top. King of hip hop. Leaving the cops. Believe it or not, if you don't say I'm top 3, I'll put 3 in your top.
Look at my stars, baby, aren't they beautiful? Gave y'all stories in these verses, weren't they usable? Gave pain, most times I came, that ain't disputable. I'm a king, all the way down to my cuticles. Know I do my thing too solid, they too uncomfortable. They just blowing steam like the shit that can make a choo-choo move. I salute them dudes that stood tall with the...
No bars.
None.
Not a bar.
And when I went like this earlier, I'm a king down to my cuticles, I did this, that wasn't like, ooh, that was a bar. That was like, wait, what? Like a steam, like a choo-choo, dude. Not a bar.
Shoot some wolves that held their backs up straight in front of the magistrates. So long as those men feel that my fat rap is great, they ain't stressing nothing, I'm mentally in the lavish place. Those they clamor for to sit on, I spit on. Fat rap, not folklore, fuck a deal I've been on. Fishbowl of foreign alone.
These keys, very beautiful. Let me see who did this beat while I light this
Right
up.
through the tints on, fuck rap, ace to the deuce, now year rent's gone. For the get back, I mask up and put the
Gym crates.
top 3 until they box me up and put a lid on.
King of hip hop. Leaving the cops. Believe it or not, if you don't say
All right, Papoose.
I put 3 in your top.
What you about to say?
King of hip hop. Leaving the cops. Believe it or not, if you don't say I'm top 3, I put 3 in your top. I'm rapping with Shoota 9-3, we giving shit bags, comas and IV. Reppin' Brooklyn like Brown, Harden, Harris, and Kyrie. The Colin Kaepernick with the rifle aiming on my knee. The precision of Ray Robinson.
I'm balling on these niggas, Kyrie Irving. I might ball on that nigga, Kyrie Irving.
Ali, the white collar criminal, flashing a phony ID. Ski mask jokesman embarking upon a crime spree. Spray painting over the swastikas of Nazis. Peel your wig back like an operation from Bosley. The government reversed the numbers. Use your eyes, B.
You know, I don't know how many people's gonna catch that bar. People in Papoose's age range, his targeted audience age range, will catch that. But Bosley, they used to have those infomercials, which is hair regrowth. So push your wig back, like the procedure from Bosley, like he says. Bosley was like a hair procedure that helps you grow your hair back.
We was just flying G5s, now we on 5G. The Wi-Fi conspiracy, you a slave to IG. I'm the ghetto version of Billy the Kid, YG. My gunna had you reggae dancing, doing the Tati. A Mary shirt, Subies, Cubans and beef and broccolis. Who the greatest rapper alive to spit it wisely? Me, myself, and I, that's the top 3. King of hip hop. Leaving the cops.
Okay, that was top 3. What track we on right now? Track number 6. Play with something safe. More keys. I like these keys, bro. nice stick on the
No
beat.
furniture set on the milk crate and ate my plate. I drove a whole beat.
Why none of these producers got their tag on these beats?
Made it to the rape, I'm from the bottom. We put them haters in a place. Don't play with me, nigga. Play with something safe. No furniture set on the milk crate and ate my plate. I drove a whole beat, but I made it to the rape. I'm from the bottom.
And milk crates is hard to find nowadays. Let me just say, milk crates are hard to find. I was looking for milk crates to store my vinyl records, and bro, like, I didn't pay like $40 for milk crates. You used to be able to find milk crates in abundance at grocery stores. You used to find milk crates. Even you watch old cartoons, even Toy Story. Like, I'm pretty sure Buzz Lightyear was trapped under a milk crate, and I think Woody helped him get out. If I remember the movie correctly. Shout out to Randy Newman for that Toy Story soundtrack. But milk crates are very hard to find nowadays, bro. And expensive.
Put them haters in a place. Don't play with me, nigga. Play with something safe. Play with something safe. It's levels to thuggin'. We in another space. You going down the dead end fast. You better pump your brakes. I could crack the code to a bank vault, the one in Chase. Decoding your combination. Open up the safe. Doing world tours in different countries and other states while your career stuck on a treadmill. You running place. Hardcore gamble. A heart that's full of love and grace. Shaking on the dice. I'm praying I overcome the ace. Place the gauze pad and use scissors to cut the tape. Keloid skin, it bubbled up when they cut his face. Made a court appearance, got transported another place. Extradited to make arraignment for a whole nother case. My homie wore shackles from his feet to above his waist. Police escort, had to go to his brother's wake. Loaded Draco when I backed the Drizzy, it wasn't Drake. When I started spraying that bad boy, it wasn't Mace.
Ooh, that was a nice little. Let me hear that again, cause he just did a whole Diddy, Mace. He just did a whole thing. Hold on, let me hear that again.
Make arraignment for a whole nother case. My homie wore shackles from his feet to above his waist. Police escort, had to go to his brother's wake. Loaded Draco when I backed the Drizzy, it wasn't Drake. When I started.
Oh, with the Draco. At the Drizzy, it wasn't Drake. So, you know, little Draco wordplay.
Spraying that bad boy, it wasn't Mace.
When I started spraying that bad boy, it wasn't Mace. Mace was signed to Bad Boy. The Bad Boy is a Draco. He said he started spraying it. It wasn't Mace. He said it's a Draco. You know what I'm saying? And Dracos, you know, while we're on stick talk, you know, another one of my big hobbies, firearms. I like exercising my Second Amendment within the law, safely within the law. Dracos, not the best caliber, or not the best firearm. Cool caliber, not the best firearm. Kind of hard to aim. I'd rather just shoot a rifle personally. He said something in here though that I forget, so I'll just get on to track number 7, Epic, featuring PHresher. Whoa, wait a minute. E-Dub on the beat. I like to shout out the producers, man.
No assumptions, no guessing. All facts, no questions. This shit about to be epic. This shit about to be epic. They said they killed it, it's a legend. Will Smith, I'm legend. This shit about to be epic. This shit about to be epic. These niggas losing. I done fought they hold a trophy. I'm hearing the music, I can't a conclusion that these niggas really be folding me. This shit really stupid, I'm sick of the mucus. I stay with the sick like a Kano, I'm stepping. These niggas good and that's ready forever. The way that I do it, this shit is too epic. This shit about to be epic. Super Bowl interception.
Not the biggest PHresher fan. I know folks in New York really love this dude, so shout out to PHresher. Not my cup of tea. I'm gonna just skip the Papoose verse, because not only does this not sound good, like again, this is not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? Skipping ahead, folks.
They said they killed it, it's a legend. Like a Kano, I'm stepping. These niggas good, tell them niggas I am legend.
Then a pretender. Presence obsessed, I don't mess with distress. I just let them and I'm getting better and better. Best of the best, I don't dress to impress. I just step with the West and I wet up whoever. They disrespecting the essence by dressing in dresses. Man, this is one hell of an error. I've been as best as the jesters. I step in the session and make the good fellas look clever.
And even for this type of beat, let me turn it up just before I make this comment, just to make sure. So let me see first for myself.
When we get to the cheddar, we end up in prison.
Get knock.
All of these yes men, they messing his head up. He needs some Excedrin, his head's gonna swell up. Hecklers be heckling, I step with the heckling. I slept with the weapon in bed with Berettas. Come to my brother, instead of you flexing, you peasant, you better just check in and shut up.
No assumptions, no guessing. All facts, no questions.
You know what I'm saying? Not my thing. Outro, track number 8, GoPuff.com, off the top. So this is a freestyle.
Make sure you shop GoPuff.com. I'ma go off the top about all the contents in this bag, yo.
J.R. Swift's on the beat.
Coca-Cola told Cheetos that he was getting worried, sitting in the getaway car waiting for Ben and Jerry. They came out with the money and he was in the wind. Turned the radio up, new song from Eminem. Started spending too much money. Look at these guys, brand new Nike Dungaroos. Trying to be fly, they should have kept a look.
So he's describing something on GoPuff.com. I'm not sure exactly what it is he's describing, but all of these words or some of these references are playing in to that. And he's freestyling, so he's probably just looking at the bag and just going off the top. So there is, even if you don't get it, there is something to be respected about what's going on. I don't know what's in the bag. GoPuff.com sounds like a P. Diddy website. I don't know.
Profile wasn't streetwise, bought a mattress from Reese's, it was a king size. Face man said, you getting money, soldier, you better put me on unless you want to catch corona. Starburst got word, he called the county on him. When the police found out, they put a bounty on him. Cops look like crocodiles, so they afraid. You know when the crocodiles rush, even the gators raid. The courts gave him a bail, when he bailed out.
Sounds like there's a bunch of food in his bag. He didn't say a Starburst, he didn't say a Ben & Jerry's ice cream, he didn't say a Gatorade.
He didn't even go home, he went to Maxwell's house. He was surprised to see the both of them in bed together. He didn't take it too well, it ruffled his feathers.
Ruffles, Oreos, Chips Ahoy.
She said, you watch too much Empire, let's make Whoopi. On social media, they started exposing. She wasn't in the best health, they should have used a Trojan. She slept with a lot of artists, what a damn shame. The lead singer was sick, she even gave the Band-Aids. He really wasn't no
Band-Aids.
Allegedly, he went out like OJ.
I don't hear that last bar.
Allegedly, really wasn't okay. Allegedly, he went out like OJ.
Alright, and that was April by Papoose. So, again, salute to Lucky. Shout out to Papoose, man. It's nice to hear him on these shorter projects. You know, he's trying a couple different beats here. He had the song with PHresher, which is, you know, kind of different for him. He didn't really switch his style up too much. He just kind of, you know, picked his flow up for the more banging beat. But he still did his thing. It's still typical Papoose, you know, on the rhymes. Still very lyrically proficient. And he has his topical songs, Go Puff, where he's going off the top, doing his whole reference thing like he likes to do, like on Alphabetical Slaughter, like on Numerical Slaughter. He had another one where he was just looking at a list of companies and he just put them, you know, rhyming them together. So that's what Papoose does, man. I think the intro was really dope. I think the intro would have been even better if it was mixed like the rest of, as well as the rest of the album. The beat just a little bit low on that intro for me, which is tough because the intro is one of the best songs on here. Overall, I don't think there was any bad songs. You know, I think he accomplishes really well. I think, you know, shorter projects, you know, sub 30-minute projects, that's Papoose lane. It's Papoose. He's a very long-winded rapper. He has a lot to say. He's going to throw a lot of rhyme schemes in there. And even though he's a great rapper, his style really doesn't deviate much. Like, he doesn't have many styles. He's your typical, your prototype. I wouldn't say typical, I'll say prototype, because that's more of a compliment. He's your prototype, because what he's doing is not typical. Dudes can't really, you know, put words together like this and references. He's your prototype New York street rapper. You find him on a block and he's the best one in this block. I mean, so to hear him put together songs like this all these years later, still doing his thing, you know, it sounds good. You know, it's refreshing to hear him on shorter projects, because a more longer project from Papoose, like the American Dream that he dropped, you know, almost 10 years ago, you can't get a little listener's fatigue because he's saying so much. And I even say this on my Elzai review. Elzai is another very wordy, very long-winded rapper, to where longer projects really don't do him much service. Like, you get more on a shorter project from him. So yeah, anyways, y'all know I don't like rating projects on the first listen, but if I had to rate this, 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars is dope. You know, the DMX tribute was just a little because it didn't feel like much of a tribute. It was just one of DMX's beat. But anyways, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching Top 5 rapwebsite.com. Peace.